WestLAmoms, and we are going to talk to you pregnant mamas today.
I had a lot of friends who asked me after I had the baby, what it was like. So we're just gonna go through our experiences and tell you a little bit what our labor and delivery experiences were like. But let's just be clear, yours is not gonna be like this.
I read probably hundreds of stories on people's labors, and yeah, yours is just going to be different. It's just going to be yours.
I just did a lot of research on statistics.
We're very different though.
I didn't have an OB. I come from Canada. Did you know that about me? I'm from Canada. And up in Canada, everyone is doing a lot of midwife hospital births. So no OB. I had midwives for my entire whole. What do you call it when you're prenatal?
Pregnancy.
When you're pregnant. And midwives for my pregnant. It was very it was a natural experience. It was as natural as I want to go. But it was in a hospital, so if I wanted to get an epidural, I could get one. So I went into labor the day before my due date, and then the baby wasn't born until 3 days later. I was in labor for 3 days. It was not great.
Deep breath, mama.
So we sat around, we ate a lot of seafood, we watched The Wire, I knitted. It was kind of boring.
I know that you knit.
Did
you stop knitting after that?
I did. I started when I got pregnant, and then I stopped when I had the baby. It was just a pregnancy thing. It was going so slow, and I wasn't sure what to do to make it go faster. I was going for walks, we ate spicy food, all of that business.
Did you have the sex?
No.
Sometimes they say that helps.
Absolutely not. So I decided to curl up and talk to my baby and just tell her to, show her some love. Come out, it's okay. So my contractions went from 10 minutes apart to 2 minutes apart.
Wow.
Immediately. And then we had to go to the hospital. I was 6 centimeters dilated. I remember they hooked me up to the monitor to see what was going on there with the contractions. I remember my midwife's face looking at the monitor and goes, "Oh, they're coupling." I was having contractions one right after the other, which I thought they were kind of long. At that point, I said, "I'll take the epidural. Thank you." Then at some point, my midwife goes, "Oh, I gotta get dressed," and she puts on her scrubs. She's like, "This baby's coming." And then there was a baby. It was nothing like the movies. I was kind of looking for the background music to go through a crescendo and be like, "Oh, here's your baby." No, it's very quiet and had a wriggly little newborn on me. Aww, it's very lovely.
So I saw a traditional OBGYN throughout my pregnancy. So I was almost 2 weeks overdue. Past due? Overdue.
Are you
overdue? Is it past due or overdue?
I think
it's like library books.
Overdue.
I was watching Real Housewives of Orange County.
As one does.
High quality television. Probably hadn't left my couch all day. I stood up to go pee for the 100th millionth time that day, and I just peed myself right there until I realized that it wasn't pee.
Awkward.
It was my water. So my water broke, which
doesn't happen to a lot of people.
No, it doesn't.
Science.
Had to go to the hospital right away. We couldn't labor at home because I tested positive for
me too. What is it called?
I want to call it Hep B.
Group B strep.
Strep.
Me too. Me too.
One little fact though you need to know: if your water does break, it doesn't. I mean, it does gush out, but it actually keeps coming out of you. So you need to be wearing a giant pad or a towel underneath you in transit. Yeah, but it's good to know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I brought one of those big yoga balls, a labor ball, and I couldn't use it because my water slippery sliding all over. It was fun. I was admitted and I just hung out for a while, and then the contractions started coming more frequently. I watched a documentary about food. So then the contractions started getting worse and worse and worse and worse, and pretty soon they were really painful, but I wasn't dilated. And so I was 3 centimeters dilated, so I didn't think that I was a candidate for the epidural yet. So I just kept going through these terrible contractions. And then finally I said, do you have like a Tylenol you can give me? And the nurse was like, sister, get your epidural. And I was like, I didn't even know I could right now. So we got him in, shoved the needle in the back.
I can't believe you asked for Tylenol.
I don't know, I needed something. And then I took a little nap, similar to your napping, and then woke up and it was time to push. And then she was born, and that was
Did you push for a long time?
No, it was really quick. And it was literally, I think I went to the hospital 11 p.m. and then she was born at 8:41 a.m. So it was fairly quick.
Room service?
Room service, I mean, most of the food that came to me was from friends afterwards, so didn't really use the cafeteria. What? Why is that weird?
I don't know.
I feel like you're supposed to bring food, no? When you see any visitors?
I actually didn't have any visitors.
That sucks.
No, I didn't want any visitors.
No love for
I didn't
Jenny.
even tell anyone.
Oh,
that
you
we
didn't
were
want them. Oh.
No.
That's my child. That's, sorry, Gus. Anyways, I'm talking about you.
So there are a ton of resources on the west side.
Yes, there are.
Baby prep, labor prep. I had someone trying to
Everything.
pressure me into some Bradley method classes, which in retrospect probably would have avoided the epidural, but
Yeah,
I actually-
hypnotherapy,
I don't care.
hypnobabies. There's just a ton of stuff.
we'll tell you what's out there.
We did the work for you.
We did your work. Don't worry. Just look through our guide. You
Yes.
can find out where all of the prenatal resources are.
And then when that baby comes out and you have your story, you can come back to the website because you're going to be itching to get out of the house.
And then when you are itching to get out of the house, we're gonna have a vlog for that.
Yes, because we are so good at this now. Vlogs. I mean, we're just your basic
We're basic moms.
Cool. Well,
I think that's about it, ladies. If you have any questions, join our Facebook group.
yes.
You can find a link to it on our WestLAmoms page.
Yes.
And there's also moms in there. You can ask all the questions that you need to ask and download our app. I
Yes.
need it.
Jenny made it.
My own fingers.
All
Alright, WestLAmoms out!
Oh, sorry. WestLAmoms out.